Alright, it's Naruto fucking Final Battle time. We have gameplay, 11 mil on the left, 12 mil on the right. Thank you to Rika, I guess, for recording this. I'm going to explain him how he's working in motion, and we're going to go over lots of different fights that they have recorded. How generous of them. Alright, first off, what we just seen right here, and it's going to start fast. This is his trigger attack. God, where do I even start with this character? He has so much. Alright, he gets 10 mysteries in a round. The first 9 are changing his resonance to a different tailed beast, and each resonance stacks on top of each self. So, we'll get to that. But whenever the first trigger or the first mystery, sorry, it's or, but also and, so 2 triggers around happen, we get this trigger, which you see right here. So that clone just came out, the Madara clone, that gave the trigger. So here's the trigger. This trigger is fucking strong. So damage-wise, it's not too strong because he scales so much, but basically it has an interrupt on it, which is wild. So it's unavoidable damage, interruption, and suppressed super armor for 1 round up to 7 units in the opponent's field. And that can happen 4 times. So it's pretty crazy. Naruto has advanced immunity, which can only be suppressed currently by Mr. fucking Madara Final Battle in his burst mode. Every time he uses a mystery skill, which he can use up to 10 in a round, he scales his attack and nin by 12%. And whenever he activates a specific tailed beast resonance, like the 4th or the 5th one, he can use his triggers again, which you'll see. So let's just watch. So so to keep in mind that the mystery is 0 cost, 0 battlefield cooldown, 0 cooldown, until it turns into the damaging one, and then it's 40 chakra. But we'll get there. So watch Naruto when he uses the mystery. You're gonna see a tailed beast, and then you're gonna know what that tailed beast does. And I'll read off what it does when we get there. So there's Shukaku, Gaara's beast. So this dispels all blindness he has, and during this resonance, which remember they all stack on each other, he causes slow reflex, so he can give the entire lineup more standards and himself. And his standard is really strong. Okay. And we got a trigger because he used the mystery. See, now we've gotten both the triggers. Now we have Matabi. This also dispels blindness, and it also causes his standards to cause level 2 ignition, irremovable ignition. So all of these this is a Sobu, all of these dispel blindness. During this resonance, his standard also causes discouragement. Son Goku's is Inferno. What is this? Kokua? It dispels all debuffs, including level 2 debuffs he currently has. And his standard attack causes defense shatter. When we get to Kakua Resonance, now we get to do the triggers 2 more times. And this didn't used to be how he was, but the reason for this is because they want to force him to transform either Madara or Hashi. Before, he wouldn't transform them, and we'll get to why that's significant. He does a debuff. Well, I'll just describe it. So, after he does Shikaku Resonance, his unique debuff, which is caused by his chase, becomes an effect, meaning it will go through their transforms. And what this does is it doesn't let them mystery if they aren't a Jinchuriki, and they cannot execute additional skills. So it's pretty fucking strong. That was... I don't remember where we're at. Oh, that was Saiken, and now his standard also causes Melt. Broken. So he can deal with Perseverance. There's the other trigger from the mystery. Now that was Chomi? I love gonna... his standards cause level 2 blindness. Gyuki is his standard cause his whenever his standard causes knockdown, it also does die dink to the unit. I think it causes knockdown to 1 unit hit. Yeah, he has 3 different standards, and we'll get to them, but they all cause knockdown to 1 of the 6 people he hits. And then Kurama is whenever his standard defeats an opponent, he gets an extra standard till the end of the round. So those are all the resonances, and remember, every single one of those resonances effects is on him right now. And now we're going to do the mystery, and you're going to be like, wow, look, it's Naruto Sage 6-Path's mystery with different colors, and you're right, it is, basically. So let's talk about what does this mystery do. This mystery is unavoidable damage, neglects shields up to 12 units, causes knockdown and level 2 weakness to the selected unit. If the opponent field only has 1 unit, increases the skill damage by 100%. That's very strong. If the selected unit is a female unit, it does Sexy Jutsu Reverse Harem. Now, there are no meta female units, so this is mostly a meme, but I'll tell you what the Reverse Harem does. It does interruption, level 2 slowness to the selected unit, and reduces that unit's damage done by 60% until the end of the round. Never misses. It's whatever. It's just a fucking meme. I love that they included it. But now let's keep watching. So he's blown his load, right? He's done everything. And then, the enemy Madara, I believe, targeted him with the mobile. I couldn't really see who he targeted, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like he's a mobile. Because remember, Naruto Final Battle's Burst Mode Mystery does suppress immunity in a mobile. So Naruto can be pretty easily dealt with by Madara. And in China, they love Madara P1. I hope this actually lets us see some gameplay of Naruto's standards. There's the chase. It's a really bland animation. It's like a dick hit Rasengan. Just a cock punch. Oh, and Naruto's mystery resets back to the first resonance effect after he's used his actual mystery. You can see there. He has no reason to press the button, but there you go. Alright, there's a standard. What the fuck cleared his immobile? I have no idea. Yeah, like what? He was definitely immobile. So I wasn't paying attention. It probably was literally like fucking lightning, like summon mystery or something. No, when the fuck did this happen? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I was falling asleep to how long these animations take now. Bad excuse. So he's immobile. I want to see when he becomes not immobile. Surely it's not fucking Madara mystery. Oh yeah, it is. So fucking Slug cured Naruto of his immobile because fucking because he doesn't. This guy Madara doesn't cause level 2 immobile. That would be too broken. He causes suppress immunity level 2. Anyways, okay, sorry. Now let's watch Naruto's standards, and I'll explain what each one does as we see it. He has 3. 2 of them are pretty similar, and one of them's kind of shitty. We'll get there in a minute. Whenever people are done mystery. There was the chase again. Oh, let's sit through fucking Indra's bullshit. Oh, god damn it, I'm retarded. Fine. No skipping through. Alright, that is his, like, middle standard. Pretty cool. So what this does is six units in the opponent's lineup are hit, suppress immunity until the end of the round, and causes knockdown to a unit hit. I think. Yeah. That's the claw. Yeah. Claw again. There's the chase again. This is the best one. This is the Tailed Beast Bomb standard. This is a standard. I know it looks like a mystery or something. Nah. So this is 6 opponents hit, suppress immunity to the end of the round, knockdown to 1 unit, and it neglects shield and has additional crit rating. So which you can see it crit. And look at the damage. Now we have Madara's damage. Anyways, we didn't see the final standard. It does the same thing as the claw though. There's a claw, a tail, and a tailed beast bomb. There's a standard. Claw. Oh no, I think that one of them might be tail, one of them might be claw, and they look really similar, and it's kind of hard for me to tell. But they do the same fucking thing. The only one that's any different is the tailed beast bomb, and it picks a random one whenever he does a standard. Now round 2, they have no way of clearing that immobile, so they're gonna have to kill him here. So that was an extra trigger because we're at the end of round effects, and it kind of like acts as though we're on the next round, even though we're not. But the trigger seems to be terrible, damage-wise. There's start of round trigger from the clone. So his sorry if this wasn't clear, it's the first time a trigger from your team happens and the first time a mystery from your team happens, and then it resets once we get to Coco. We'll say Coco Resonance. I don't remember how to pronounce these fucking tail beast names. How often do we do this in the show? Now are we gonna sit through all the resonances again and then some triggers? How's the damage? The damage is pretty good round 2. So he's gonna have to fucking do something about him. Now, he precast. Something you need to understand is that's a fucking huge mistake. And of course, they're making a... I don't want any shit talking about the way that they're building their teams or how they're playing. This is day 1 of a new unit. Day 1, the meta hasn't been figured out. Mistakes are gonna fucking happen. So when we get to Coco here, yeah, I think that's Coco, we're going to start seeing the trigger again. But what happens then? Aha, this interrupts. Look. Oh, look at the damage, because he's been scaling 12% attack and nin every time. Oh, but, Madara's uninterruptible, so it doesn't fucking matter. I forgot about that. So will he be able to finish him off with the mystery? Will it matter? I think the other people in the lineup will be... See... Something. All right. Well, I shouldn't. We'll play the animation, but something I want to point out. So this is 2 rounds of scale. Oh yeah. Woo! 46k a hit. Holy shit. Madara has a save your life 1 time in burst mode. Keep that in mind. So there's a dodge effect by Madara. Can he pull this out? Probably not. But we'll see. Just got... I think Naruto just got him. No, he immobiled the Madara. But is that the right play? Because Naruto's going to get standards. And I think the standards are scarier than the Madara. I guess it depends. Hey, here you go. What's the damage? 100k? 100k round 2? Now, okay. Let's... You know, they like their fucking Madaras, right? They like their Madaras in China. But the problem is, Madara doesn't do shit like pollen poison and lock this guy's insane scaling down. He's scaling 120%, okay? On top of whatever other scaling you're giving him. With Indra on the team, the enemy has no defense and res. And also, keep in mind, this is China. And in China, they deal way less damage than we do. Our fights this ended at basically the start of round 2-ish. Let's say the middle of round 2, so do our fights. So this implies that the damage is out of fucking control, because this is, again, the tippy top of power, 11 mil versus 12 mil. So there's one fight. I have several clips that we're going to go through, and I'm going to explain them as we go until we have no sound. Or did it record with no sound? Sure, maybe it did. Whatever. All good. The sound of silence. So what do we got? Boom, 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 boom. So like, the big thing here is it's kind of fucking hard to deal with Naruto. You're gonna have to stop the lightning beam from clearing his immobile. Madara can deal with it. Hashi can deal with it because pollen poison. What the fuck is Naruto gonna do against pollen poison? We'll get to that. There is some fun stuff he can do. I wonder if they ever bring Hashi P1. They never do anymore. That's not their thing. Basically, yeah, I've explained his whole fucking kit. The big interesting thing is he chases his own mystery, and he can cause that new debuff when he chases. So let's just watch and enjoy the cool animations. I was watching a live stream from someone, and the people in the chat were bitching that the animations were lame. They were laughing at like how the resonances are little like stickers on Naruto of the tailed beast. But I think it's cool. I think he's pretty cool. Okay, the sound of silence is definitely killing me. Let's listen to space-time music. It's so ominous. There we go. So much better. You know, like, most of the fight is exactly the same, right? He goes through the motions, he scales to the fucking moon, he mysteries, and keep in mind the mystery does level 2 weaken. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that can stop the enemy Madara from being hit with that and then deal no damage when it's finally his turn to play. But keep in mind, you need to be faster than your opponent. I think the Itachi transformed him faster than he wanted, and he ended up getting interrupted. Because this damage is going crazy. I wasn't actually fully paying attention, I'm sorry. This is more like a spectacle. There's the tail. The claw is more direct. The tail and the claw do the same thing, though, for the standard. But this is an insane damage. Like, if you are not stopping this damage coming at you, you're fucked. Also, I didn't think I said this, but... Okay, sorry. We missed one thing. Anytime that ninjas in your lineup are attacked, it dispels any fear that they have. And their standard attack is increased by 15%, up to 6 times its stacks. But it does reset at the end of the lineup. And then Jinchuriki standards become unavoidable. So this Naruto's like crazy Jinchuriki support. Not that there's a lot of great Jin. Well, Madara Eye of the Moon seems like an obvious thing to maybe run P1 with him P2. Imagine being the faster Madara, putting your entire fucking opponent's team to sleep, and then having Naruto and Madara beat the living shit out of them afterwards. I'm running that. I'm running that 100%. Maybe the chakra was burned before he pressed the mystery. I really wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. I don't give a shit. This is not supposed to be an analysis of the fight. It's supposed to be explaining how he works. There's definitely a lot of ways to counter this Naruto, and that's fine. Every fucking team has a counter. That's a sign of a good meta, you know. This guy is gonna change things up for us. I actually love how much of a troll he is. You just have to sit here through all of his resonances. As long as the clone is alive, he should have uninterruptible. Yeah. And you can't really kill the clone. But it's not like just Naruto's the threat here. And also, he didn't have to have his fucking shit. Yeah, and the level 2 weaken on the Madara is a big deal here. The damage is so good. That's insane damage. Non-crit. And you're not gonna fucking crit against fucking Madara. It's just the way he works. Here we go. Who are we immobilizing? We got both Lightning Mane and Naruto. But the standard spam from fucking Madara is gonna kill, yeah. And that's great damage too. Madara hits hard as fucking his standard too. So, that was cool. Do we have sound back? No. Oh, whatever. Oh, we have Hashi P2. Is this going to be the end? That's a short fight. Hashi might burst the living shit out of him down. Because Hashi can keep him enfeebled and shit. Stuff Madara can't do. And that's a good counter to him. Now, he does have their ability to remove debuffs. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. Are we going to see it before? No, I don't think we'll see it before. We've already hit that one, yeah. Before that resonance happens. Distracting me. Whatever. Okay. Yep. That's a lot of fucking damage. He's dead. This is where that 1 mil gap is pretty present. I don't know what that looks like secondary stat wise. Because if you were to look at a 1 mil gap between an 11 mil and 10 mil, they could be literally the same P1 wise. Secondary stat. Primary stat would be a bit different. Not too much. So I think Naruto is just enfeebled. And that's okay. It means he's not going to do he's going to do no damage this round. And this might be why Hachi's kind of a bit of a counter to him. Like, I know this video is showcasing Naruto P1, and that's a very bold attempt. I don't expect Naruto to be a P1. I expect him to be a phenomenal P2. If you didn't see there, Ashura hit him for 45k. Look at how hard Ashura is hitting with his fucking Hadoukens. This is hilarious. Because he's been hit so many times that his nin is scaled through the fucking roof. That's fucking wild. I love that. Because, like... Would he be alive? He probably... A P2 Ashura would be alive, but like in a 10 mil fight, a P3, P4 is dead by now. But that's against Hashi. I don't know. This is where we get into the territory of what the fuck is the damage going to look like for our version? And the answer is always higher, especially after penetration changes. People die so fast now. Like, prior to the pen changes, Madara Eye of the Moon round 1 teams were not a thing. But now they are. You can one-round someone depending on what they use. Most teams can stop it, as seen in my other video, but it made a difference. So Ashura kind of did work there. Let's be real. Ashura went fucking crazy. this will probably be the last clip I look at. There isn't much to really see here. We've pretty much seen everything there is to see with Naruto. I don't expect him to be a P1. You can run him P1 like you can run Madara Eye of the Moon P1, and maybe... Like, he'll definitely crush weaker players, but I think his potential's with P2. We'll see, though. In Arena, he's got some potential. He doesn't hit too crazy. I did see some fights in Arena. He can do some funny things, like not letting Pain transform until the next round. If you're faster, and then maybe you can deal with him after that. It depends on how you build your team. Like, we might see the end of Pain being so fucking annoying in Arena. But, you know, for Mega Whales. Well, I guess if you're running Pain, that was the concern. So it seems like Ashura is definitely dealing with Naruto here. He's MVP. But we'll see what happens. You know, because Ashura can enfeeble Naruto. I think I've seen one of these fights where the Ashura maybe was being nice because they're testing and he did not enfeeble Naruto. Oh, interrupted. Oh, he can't be interrupted? Who did he hit? I cannot see. Probably Naruto. We'll know if this crits everyone. It did not. He did not hit Naruto. Did he hit Madara? Oh, it looks like... I cannot tell. So I'm pretty sure Ashura... Does Ashura do Enfeeble Seal? I thought that was like the one where everything crits. Let me look. I can't remember every single fucking 5 million character in this game. Yeah. Yeah, no, it guarantees them to crit. Oh, there's also the version that they can't heal. So he probably did that version, actually. But I normally don't care. But was his damage shit with his standards? I need to see Naruto's standard damage. Okay, let's see the damage. I feel like that's not fucking enfeeble level of damage. Maybe it is. Maybe with, you know, the massive scaling from percent standard damage. I literally can't see. Enfeeble Seal is like red, if I remember right, with a weird icon. I don't see it flashing on him, but there's so many debuffs on him. And that lasts to the end of the next round, so that would be the ideal one to use. So that he's dealing no damage. That looks like he's scaled to me. That doesn't look like he's dealing... But yeah, no, he definitely doesn't have it. I don't know who Ashura targeted. Indra? Was it on Indra? There's no way that he has it currently. He has nothing currently. Does he cure debuffs at the end of the round or something? I can't fucking remember. Anyways, whatever. So there's awesome, cool gameplay of new Naruto. A lot of potential, probably as a P2 for Hashi, honestly. We'll see, though. You can have fun with him. He seems very versatile. He can do whatever you want. But, yep. That's a video. See ya.